Hi, everybody. Welcome to Cover the Spread for Friday, May 23rd, 2025. And hey, if you're new to Cover the Spread, make sure you're subscribed. That way you don't miss out on these videos daily that we give you 3 free plays. Got to mix in some MLB. We're running out of NBA playoffs, but hey, these conference games off to a nice little start. Can't complain there for us here on Cover the Spread. So as always, we'll introduce the cappers that I got with me, giving out their predictions here on this Friday slate, and then we'll get to those plays for you. Head on over to Ramon. How you doing here on this Friday, Ramon?
Oh, we're ready for the weekend and some great betting action with our NBA playoffs and baseball, of course, here. So we'll have some winners on the show here. Hopefully, we won't end up blowing late leads or giving away to the other team or whatnot. We'll just pick our winners and get on out of here.
Unless those leads happen in our favor, the team that somebody blows the lead, that gets us the win. We'll be all right with it. Happen in sports sometimes. We see those complete collapses work in our favor, so we don't complain there. Heading on over to Al. How are you doing here on this Friday, Al?
Yeah, been a rough couple days here. Tuesday, Wednesday. As you like to say, Thursday pending. So hopefully we bounce back on Thursday before we get into this Friday pick. But yeah, looking for a bounce back off my Wednesday pick, and yeah, trying to head into the weekend strong.
Definitely. I'm with you because Hunter Brown definitely didn't look Hunter Brown like in that one. Got me on that one. So looking for a bounce back as well, as Al alluded to, Thursday pending. So let's kick off the weekend in style, as they say here. Going to kick off some baseball to get us rolling here on the card. And hey, it's Skis Day. We got the Brew Crew into Pittsburgh to take on the Pirates. Ramon's game, he'll get us started here on the Friday slate. What do you like hearing this one, Ramon?
Yeah, well, Skeens Day has been anointed because that's the day you're supposed to take the Pirates with Skeens pitching. But who can take this team right now, Rod, to win a game here, even with maybe the best pitcher in the game? Not the way this team's scoring runs, man. 8 straight unders here right now. Offensive woes galore here. The team now has gone under 3 runs per game, 2.9 now per game for the Bucks. So this offense really having some problems right now, and you're going up against a guy like Freddie Peralta too. This is going to be a great pitcher's duel, man. The total's 7. What did they run out of number 6s to put on there today? Maybe it will go down here. It feels like with Peralta's high strikeout rate and O'Neill, guys like Cruz in there whipping. I would imagine this is going to be one. We've seen this game already like 3 times this week, right? 1-0 for 6 innings, and then maybe the bullpens are doing a fine job here a little bit for the Bucks, even though they don't have the best reputation. All these games are just so low scoring. I got to go under in a game with Skeens, and especially against a matchup with Peralta here. Brewers aren't exactly great either right now. They're averaging 4.2 runs per game right now, but they're less effective on the road. Not even a 400 slugging percentage. Skeen's ability to limit walks and power should keep Adames, Contreras, guys like that in check here. So I'm going to go under here on Friday with the Bucks and the Brewers. I imagine it could be a 6.5 over by the time this one starts and everybody catches wind of the way things are going. The Brewers are 3-7 to the under in their last 10, 9-14 to the under on the road. So give me the under in this one with the Brewers at the Pirates on Friday.
Heading on over to Al. What do you like hearing this one? The Brewers or Pirates here on Friday?
Yeah, definitely going to be hard to go against that under there. As you mentioned, should be a great pitcher's duel to get things going here. Skeens has been amazing against this lineup. They got no hits and 12 at-bats against him. So, again, not the biggest sample size. It's not like everyone's seen him either. But the guys he has seen, he's been great against. And no walks either. He's got some strikeouts against them. He's looked great against them. So, expect the Pirates to come out strong. And yeah, they're favorites right now in this game as of right now. And I guess it does make sense as they have gone to Peralta in the past. They do have some pretty good numbers against him, but he has been pitching well enough to keep us under the total, I think. But if I had to lean on the side, I think this is a spot for the Pirates to come out and get a win at home here. Do I want to lace any juice with them? I'm not sure I get there, but maybe the stronger play is the under here.
Yeah, looking at this one for me, it's Ski's Day. It's definitely been anointed because they're not winning games. This Pirates team, when he's been on the bump, they've won 1 of his last 6 starts. So definitely, it's kind of fading. The Ski's anointed day. They're just not very good here. When he's been on the mound, you trade him, he might be losing interest. He's pitching well. You look what he does in those starts, but the team starts getting wins with him. But I like the under here. I'm with you, Ramon. I don't want to bet aside here in this one. Brewers aren't been good on the road. You look, Brewers have less wins on the road than the Pirates have wins at home. So it'd be flipping a coin which team's going to show up offensively in this one. That's why it is at 7. And you look what the Pirates do when they're not hitting more than 200 over a 5-game span. It's 12-1 to the under this season over that span. It's like a hockey game. It's almost like if someone can score 3 runs in this game, they're going to get themselves the win. So it's almost like having a hockey game here. Going person 3 wins this one on Friday. I would lean to the Brewers for sure in this spot, but I'm with Ramon. Take the under in this one. That's the better play. All right, let's head on over to the next game we're looking at here at the MLB. We got the Yankees heading into Colorado. This is Al's game. He's going to get us started here in this one. Yankees or Rockies on Friday night.
Yeah, the Yankees here going with Clark Schmidt against, looks like it'll be Chase Dollander getting the start for Colorado here. And look, these guys haven't been too terrible. Schmidt's coming in pitching pretty well. He has great numbers against this lineup. Again, small sample size, but similar numbers to Skeens, honestly, against the Brewers lineup here. No hits and no walks, few strikeouts. Again, small sample size, and it's going to be hard to keep it perfect in Colorado here. You know, the balls like to fly out the stadium in this one. And I think that happens too. Maybe the Yankees do most of the heavy lifting for us, but I like this one to go over the total here. I think the Rockies do get a few runs of their own to a home, and again, just this Yankees lineup. Dollander, I mentioned, he's been a little hit and miss. He hasn't been perfect. You know, he has a couple good outings, but he's definitely doesn't have the best ERA. And again, against this Yankees lineup, I think it's going to be a bad start rather than a good one. And again, just going over the total in this one.
Heading on over to Ramon. What do you like here in this one? The Yankees or Colorado here on Friday night?
Yeah, I'll just take Aaron Judge to go over 1.5 total bases. It'll be chalked up pretty good, but against a guy like Dollander, who throws mostly those 4-seam fastballs, I would think that just plays perfectly into Judge here to have a big hit or two. It's not all about the home runs in Colorado. It's about the gappers too. So you have to lay a little chalk here, but I got to think Judge in this situation, his hard hit rate against pitchers like Dollander throws those 4-seamers and those sliders, man, that's just going to work out fine for Judge here so far. We don't have to go through the numbers for Judge. We know how great they are, but more so what you were saying about Dollander here and his +6 ERA and whoever they trot out there after that. I like Judge's chances here to rack up a couple of bases. I'll go over in his total base prop on Friday night.
Yeah, for me in this one, I think the Yankees do smash Dollander here in Colorado, so I'm going to lay the super run line because that's probably the I don't want to lay a whole lot of juice chasing a run line here with the Yankees, so I'll go after the -2.5 here in this one. Clark Smith's been pitching good for the Yankees, and it's been a couple of years since he's actually pitched in Colorado, but he has pitched here in Colorado before, so it's not his first time here. Yankees got the win 6-3 in that one. But that was a couple seasons ago, so don't take onus on that. Was 2023. So been a couple years since Schmidt's been in town in Colorado, but he did get the win. Yankees covered that 2.5, so that's where I'll lean here in this one. Yankees on the super run line in that matchup.
All right. Breaking news: Chase Dollander has been placed on the injured list here. So looks like a forearm injury. I'm seeing potentially it looks like Bradley Blaylock getting the start, which is even better for my over here. So still sticking to my play, and I'm not really too worried about who the Rockies send out. I think the Yankees get to whoever they send out and their bullpen. So sticking to my over.
Yep, agree. I'll take the -2.5 here. And I think Ramon agrees. All right. Judge can still smash here as well. Hey, that wraps up the baseball for Friday's slate. Let's head on over to the NBA playoff action we got rolling here. And hey, we're looking at a little bit of game 2 action here on the Friday night. And I'm looking at this line where it opened up at the Knicks, 5.5 here in this one, total 226 in this one. Hey, this is the game I'm looking at, and I just don't know how you go. I'm going to go right back to the Pacers here at 5.5. I think that huge comeback and all that momentum, I think that just carries right over into this game. It's the Pacers at this rested spot. They're definitely taking advantage of it. You haven't played a whole lot in 4 games in 10 night spot, which is what the Pacers are playing here. They're 10-3 straight up this season on the road in these spots. And what have they done all playoffs on the road this season of the Pacers? 4-1 straight up. Well, the Knicks at home in the playoffs, they haven't played so well, have they? 2-3 straight up, and not so good against the number. They've played their better basketball, surprisingly, out of MSG, have the Knicks. Complete collapse. And Mr. Crunch time, good old Halliburton, when it comes right down to it. His numbers this season that I've seen, 85.7% field goal shooting in that last 2 minutes of games when the Pacers are going for the tie or they're looking to take the lead. He just comes up at clutch time, and you're going to give me 5.5 in this spot. I'm going to take it, especially with the Pacers here. I want to see Pacers OKC in the final, and I'm going to root for the Pacers. Plus the 5.5, I think. Pacers would love more than anything to go up 2-0. Heading back home, massive. I think they're going to come out and give out another huge A effort. So I think the bookmakers got this wrong. This should be a lot closer than the 5.5 here in this one. Heading over to Ramon. What do you think here in this one? Pacers or Knicks Friday night?
What a terrible job by the Knicks to go out and want to try to run with the Pacers like they did and keep up that pace. That was just the wrong decision. At the end of the game, they said they let up off the gas. They were out of gas is what happened at the end of that game. So the Knicks better try to adjust and get back to the slow pace that was kind of working for them in the playoffs. Now, I know it went way over. I was going under in that game because I thought that Tibbs was a little smarter than that. But he ended up wanting to keep up. It worked fine, right? I mean, the Knicks got off to that great start on them and whatever. But by the end of the game, that's why the Pacers were able to close that 14-point deficit there in the last 2.5, 3 minutes of the game. And then in overtime, in overtime, anything can happen. But you could also see the Pacers kind of dictating the whole thing. So the Knicks better clean it up. They better try to slow the game down to the pace that works for them. I think it was a bad job there. I'm going to go under in this game at 227.5. If it goes, if the Pacers are able to roar through that number again there, it's going to be another Pacers win on the road. Like I said, I'm on the Pacers in this series. Obviously here on the show, I was on the Pacers in that first game, but the Knicks have to fix that. They did it all wrong. It looked good at first, but the end result was Pacers getting that win because the Knicks had nothing left for them at the end of the game. So I'm going to go under. I'm going to take a chance that Tibbs can figure it out and know that he's got to try to stop that nonsense of the way the game was going there. I mean, they were on pace to score 275 points there in the first quarter. So talk about for the entire game, but as fast as they were going here. So I'm going to take the under here and figure they'll know not to get into that type of game with the Pacers. The Pacers here may want to try to keep it going with that up tempo, but the Knicks are at home. They should be able to kind of wear it into their style a little bit anyway. I'll take the under and try to trust Tibbs here to figure it out.
Heading on over to Al. What do you like hearing this one? Pacers or Knicks? Friday night?
Yeah, I agreed with Ramon when he gave it out. I don't see why I disagree with you giving it out. I like the Pacers here. I like the Pacers in this series. There's a couple of different ways you can bet them, too. I think they show up better in this first half, too. You're getting 4 full points here over a possession in the first half, I think is a good look, too. And getting almost 2-1 on the money line. I don't think it was a fluke. It looked ugly at the start, but I don't think the comeback was a fluke by any means. I think they match up well with the Knicks and could probably the better team. So I'll take a shot on the money line as well. But, yeah, the best play is probably on the full game with the points. But, again, I like the other looks a little bit as well.
Hey, that wraps it up for Friday's edition of Cover the Spread. Hey, let's kickstart the weekend a win in one. As always, let us know what you think in the comment section below of the 3 games that we chose here for Friday's action. And, hey, here's your little recap of Friday's action. First game we looked at was Ramon's game. He says take the under in the Pirates and the Brewers. Next game we looked at, we got the Yankees heading into Colorado. This is Al's game. He says take the over in this one. Going to see lots of runs. Bring your glove to the ballpark here on Friday night. And then the NBA action. Hey, we got the Pacers here, plus the 5.5 here. And this one is the game that I looked at. I think the Pacers continue to pick up the pace and pour that pace on. I think that's what they love to do the most. And I think they've taken some – and during the season, they ran out of gas last year. So they've definitely paced themselves throughout the year to get themselves in this spot. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Appreciate each and every one of you. Have yourself a wonderful Friday, everybody. What are we doing here? As always, covering the spread.